Namaste, my name's Stacey. Thanks for joining me for this chilled out yoga practice. Let's start on our backs. You can use a bolster, a pillow or a rolled up blanket or towel underneath your knees to help support your lower back. Just take a few minutes to get really comfortable, letting your feet flop out to the sides, adjusting the position underneath your knees, tilting your hips under or arching your back a little bit more, moving your shoulder blades, just letting yourself settle in, finding that comfortable place. And then you can either go ahead and close your eyes down if you're ready and comfortable to do that, or start to slow down your blinking to match your breathing. So when you breathe in, your eyes are open. And when you breathe out, your eyes slowly close down. And you can do that throughout the practice, or eventually you might find that you want to close your eyes. We'll take these first few moments tuning in to notice how you feel. Take the hands onto the belly. Feel the rise and fall of your belly with every breath. Notice if your inhale is longer than your exhale, or if your exhale feels longer than your inhale. And then see if you can even out your breath so it's an even inhale and exhale. Breathing in through your nose. And you can choose to breathe out of your nose or out of your mouth as if there's a straw between your lips and you're blowing bubbles. Inhale through your nose, feel your belly rise up as your lungs fill up. And breathe out of your nose or your mouth and feel your belly and your lungs relax back down. Belly breathing helps to calm our nervous system. Now scanning your body, noticing where you might be holding tension. Take your attention to your feet. And ask yourself, can I relax my feet anymore? Relaxing your legs. Can you relax your legs anymore? Notice your backside muscles and your hips, pelvic floor muscles and lower back. And asking yourself, can I relax the center of my body anymore? Feeling all along your spine and across your shoulder blades. And see if you can sink down a little bit deeper into the mat as you exhale. Notice your belly. Are you holding tension in your belly? Can you allow it to be soft as it rises and falls with every breath? Feel your chest rise and fall. Notice your shoulders. And see if you can relax them down away from your ears. Notice your arms and your hands. Asking yourself, can I relax my arms or my hands anymore? Relaxing your face, your throat, your jaw, your teeth, your tongue, all of the muscles of your face. Checking in with yourself, how am I feeling on the inside of my body? What's the mood or what's the emotion that's present there right now. And know that whatever you're feeling right now is okay. And our feelings are constantly changing, so it might feel different after the practice. But just notice how you feel right now. Notice where that is in your body. As we move our body into different positions, it shifts the energy around, so you might find that those emotions get shifted out. Sometimes we feel more emotional in yoga, we might have a cry, we might laugh, we might think of things that create different emotions in our body. Just be observing all of that as it happens and try and stay out of the story about it. See if you can observe it happening, notice where it is in your body, and then keep coming back to your breath in your body over and over again. Take one more deep breath here. And then bend your knees, and if you've got that bolster or blanket underneath your legs, just move it to the side. Press your feet down onto the ground, your hands by your side, and then lift the hips up, drawing the backside muscles together, keeping a gap behind the back of your neck and bringing your chest towards your chin. Feel your shoulder blades drawing together. You can keep your arms wide though, so there's no pinching there. And then breathe out and slowly release. Take your knees in towards your chest. You can hold around the shins or underneath the legs. Rock side to side, massaging your back into the floor. And then lower your knees over to one side for a spinal twist. Keep both shoulders on the ground. Reach your arm out and look away from your knees. Take your hand closest to the leg, either on top of your knee or on your ribs. Breathing in and out. Bring your head back into the middle, bring your knees back into the middle, and switch over to the second side. Lower the knees down, look away from the legs, and the hand that's closest to the legs, bring it either on top of the top thigh or over your rib cage and belly. Take 3 slow breaths. Bringing your legs back into the center. Taking one foot down to the ground, bring the other leg to the sky. Keep the knee bent, interlace the hands behind the knee, and then circle the foot a few times in each direction. Point the toe, flex the foot, massaging the ankle joint. And then let the foot relax and bring the leg closer in towards your chest, stretching into the hamstring muscle. So you'll feel this in the belly of the muscle. If you're feeling it up in the knee and there's a sharp sensation there, just bend your knee a little bit more, or maybe back away from the stretch. Likewise, if you're feeling it right down in the sit bones, you might need to tilt your pelvis under a little bit more so that your lower back flattens against the ground more. You want to feel the stretch right in the center of your thigh. And then release that leg down, switch to the second side, circling the foot a few times in each direction. Pointing and flexing. And then let the foot relax and bring the leg closer in towards the chest, feeling that stretch in the hamstring muscle right at the back of the thigh. Make whatever adjustments you need to by bending the knee more or pressing the lower back into the floor more. You might even like to straighten out the other leg. And then release that, bringing the feet down. And coming back into center with the pelvis. Pause for a moment and just let the natural curve return behind your lower back and the back of your neck. Place your hands on the knobbly hip bones and then walk your fingertips in a little bit and then see if you can press against your fingertips by doing a fake cough. Did you feel those muscles against your fingers? Do that again, but without the cough. So there are deep core muscles. See if you can keep them switched on. Draw the backside muscles together and then lift your hips up off the floor. Keep the head looking straight up towards the ceiling, arms by your side now. And then slowly coming back down. And again, feel the arch in your back, feel the arch in the back of your neck. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press your lower back into the floor, switch on those deep core muscles like you're coughing, and then lift the bottom up off the ground. Arms by your side, look straight ahead. And exhale, slowly lower back down. We'll do one more bridge pose. So feel the arch in your back, breathe in, belly rises. As you exhale, press your lower back into the floor, switch on those deep core muscles like you're coughing. Lift up the hips, bridge pose, and breathe out, lowering back down, and let your arch return again. Hug your knees into your chest, roll over to one side, and slowly sit up. Find a comfortable seated position, and then circle your arms around as you breathe in. Interlace your fingers as you breathe out, bring your hands down. Breathing in, bring your hands to the height of your heart, and as you breathe out, round your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Breathing in, reach your arms to the sky. Breathing out, release and catch your hands behind your back. Shoulders draw together, heart lifts, looking up, breathe in. As you breathe out, looking down, reach your arms towards the wall behind you. Breathing in, come back to a tall spine, and breathing out, palms back together. Rising up through the center line, breathe in, and as you exhale, lean over to one side, opening into the side body. Pause here for another breath. As you exhale, sweep that arm around and come into your twist, lifting up tall, and as you exhale, twist and look over your back shoulder. Come back into the center, breathing in both arms, reaching up. And exhale, releasing your hands down. Change the cross of your legs. Might feel a little bit strange, but it helps to balance your hips. Breathing in, as you interlace your fingers, switch the grip, so you're one finger up. Breathe out, bring your hands down. Breathing into the height of your heart. As you exhale, turn your palms forward, round your back. Breathing in, reach your arms to the sky. Breathing out, release and catch behind your back. Shoulders together, heart lifts, looking up. Breathing out, folding out your hips, reaching your arms back. Breathing into a tall spine, and as you exhale, bring your palms together. Rising up through the center line, and as you exhale, lean over to the second side, opening into the side body. Breathing into the spaces between the ribs. On your next breath, sweep the arm in front, circle around, looking over your back shoulder. And then come back into the center. Squeezing both shoulders to your ears. Breathe out, release them back down. Taking your ear over to one shoulder. Breathing in and out. Lower your chin down towards your collarbone. Feel the stretch move to the back of your neck. Bring your chin into the center. Squeeze both shoulders up and release them back down. Change the cross of your legs again. Take your ear over to the second side. Breathe in and out. Turn your chin down towards your collarbone. Feel the stretch move into the back of your neck. Bring the chin into the middle. Squeeze both shoulders up and roll them back and down as you breathe out. Stacking one knee on top of the other. Take that top leg, bring it back so that the knee comes into the arch of your foot. Reach for your pillow or your rolled blanket or towel and place it along your spine so that it's in line with the thigh bone of the leg that's back to the wall behind you. Leaning back, coming onto your elbows and forearms to start with. You've got that pillow right into your lower back. And if it feels okay to go further, you can go ahead and stretch your arms out. So you're in a back bend position here. And your spine is completely supported by the prop. If it feels too low down, you can add another pillow under the head to give you that extra support. We're feeling the stretch here through the thigh, through the quadricep muscles and the hip flexor muscles. And these can get really tight when you have to do a lot of sitting. So you might feel there's some sharpness or tenderness there as that stretches out. You can have your arms out to the side, hands on your ribs or onto your thighs. And take another 3 breaths. See if you can relax into it as much as possible. I know it can be intense, this one. And then we switch over, so stack that knee, roll over to your side, switch the legs the other way, bringing the foot close to your bottom. The knee is in the arch of your other foot, and you're leaning back, elbows and forearms, until you're all the way back over the bolster. You can have your arms extended out. You could even have them above the head, lightly clasping around one wrist. You could have hands on the ribs or on the tops of the thighs, wherever is comfortable for you so that you can feel really open through your chest. This is a great one to do for our upper body as well when we've been sitting, especially at a screen, where we tend to slouch our shoulders forward and hunch our back. So this is a really great way to open back up again. We'll take another 3 breaths here. See if you can relax into the stretch. Now leaning to the side that's not getting stretched. Come up onto your hands and knees, facing towards that pillow, and turn it onto an angle. Bring your front leg up so that your shin is against the diagonal line of your pillow, and then slide onto the back thigh. And then leaning forward, giving that pillow a hug, and you want to turn your head to look towards the foot that's on that front leg. We're here for 5 breaths. You'll be feeling a stretch through the backside muscles and the outer hips, the glute muscles. Again, it can be quite uncomfortable, so see if you can take some slow breaths to stay calm during that discomfort. And then coming up onto your hands and knees, round your back, tuck your chin towards your chest, scoop up your belly, and release. Change that angle of your pillow, bring the other leg in front, straighten out your other leg so your thigh can come in contact with the mat. Hug the bolster or the pillow and turn to look towards that front foot, or close your eyes completely. Again, it can be quite an uncomfortable pose, so you might need to Shuffle around a little bit until you find that sweet spot. And then once you're there, breathe into it. Relax as much as you can, even though it's a bit uncomfortable. Let's take another couple of breaths here. And then slowly helping yourself back up again. Come back onto hands and knees, back into a cat stretch, rounding your back, chin to chest. And then as you breathe out, keep the feet together but walk the knees wide. Bring your pillow in between the thighs. And then again, hug underneath the pillow. Turn your head to one side, and we're going to finish here in child's pose. So in child's pose, you're creating that feeling of being safe. And that feeling of being loved. And that feeling of having your needs provided. And that there is nothing extra that you need to do, that you are loved just for being you. Just as you are. So bring yourself into that state of perfection, just like a newborn baby. Perfect, just as it is. And remind yourself of your own perfection. Without needing to prove anything, without needing to do anything extra, you are enough as you are. Perfectly imperfect and very lovable. Breathing deeply and slowly here. If this feels really comfortable, stay longer. You can come out of child's pose whenever you're ready. Feel free to stay there for much longer if you're very comfortable there. When you're ready to end the practice, just take a moment to sit back up again. To find a comfortable seated position and to slow down your breathing. And then check back in with yourself about how you're feeling, like we did at the start. Notice how your body feels. Does it feel different? Notice your mood and your emotions. Notice if there's any changes there. And we finish our practice by bringing our hands together, bowing with great respect for ourselves, for each other, and our practice of yoga. Namaste.